Hey beautiful people, welcome to the channel in the No Tarot 1122. Alright Leo, let's see what we got going on today. What's happening, what's the vibe. Keep in mind that this is not going to resonate with everybody. Take what fits and leave the rest. Alright, let's see. Give me messages, please and thank you. Alright, somebody here is moving on. Okay, someone is, what does it say? Oh, someone is unavailable and a waste of your time. These cards are misspelled. All right, so let's see. Give me messages, please, and thank you for Leo. This lands on moving on. Somebody's a liar. Someone, be careful. Someone is sneaky. Leo, can we ever get a good reading when it comes to the love situation? I mean, you know what? I put my foot back in the dating pool for a hot few seconds. And I realized, do you know that there's people my age that are still gangbanging? What the heck? I was like, you know what? Nope, let me close it back up. Absolutely not. All right, so anyway, somebody here could have gambling problems or problems with addictions, bad finances here. Maybe this is what you're moving on from. What the... All right, let's see. This could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. There's distance between you and this person, either physically, emotionally, hell, financially, mentally, spiritually. Whoever this person is, yeah, it looks like you need to go on and close the door. Don't leave the door open for who this person is, because why are we? Anything else does Leo need to know about this situation? Commitment. Things are getting serious. Oh, no. All right. Challenges here. Make a decision on inner healing here. Okay. So also you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. Whatever this is, I don't know. You may be realizing some things here that this person is a burden. You may be realizing that you're better off without this person here too. What the heck? Alrighty then. Well, let's see here. Alright, give me messages for this situation, please, and thank you. Let's see for Leo and whomever this is. The Fool. 3 of Swords. Look at this. Somebody might have foolish behavior here or jumped in too soon and didn't know who this person was, really. All right, let's see. Give me messages here, please, and thank you. And I showed you that card because it could be a water sign here. The Hierophant. Look at this. Source may be trying to get you to look at a situation differently here as well. The High Priestess, following your own intuition. Also, being silent in this moment and reflecting on what happened between you and this person, looking at this connection as a whole. Somebody here, you could be dealing with a Pisces, doesn't necessarily have to be, but it looks like you're moving on from this situation to a stable connection. All right, so Leo, you could be dealing with this person or have left a person that was like this. And maybe you got somebody here that is coming in offering you what you deserve here. So you could have been dealing with a water sign here, maybe moving on to an air sign, I don't know. Or, you know, it could be either one of these signs that you're dealing with. Or you could be a cross watcher dealing with a Leo with the situation, okay? Give me messages here, please, and thank you, King of Pentacles. Look at this. Like I said, I kind of feel like somebody here may have went towards this person here and did not know that this person could have portrayed themselves as something or someone that they are not. All right, give me why the Fool and the King of Pentacles. The Star. Another thing here too is that you could have been moving on from this past person and taking a leap towards somebody else that's more stable, confident. They show up, they walk it like they talk it, in other words, okay? This could be a healing connection here with the Star here as well. And this could also bring balance into your life and move forward into calmer waters after leaving this person alone. After that experience, somebody here could be moving into a committed relationship. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles clarified by the Hierophant. All right, there could also be a pregnancy here, but there's also growth and expansion. Look at this. There's love here. Ace of Cups, beautiful. All right, so after dealing with some mess, it looks like you got a blessing here coming towards you, Leo. All right, give me messages here, please, and thank you. Yes, you're following your intuition when it comes to this person. Standing your ground. Like I said, also, it looks like this is a spiritual connection that you got coming towards you here as well. All right, so, yeah. Telling you definitely follow your intuition, leaving that person out in the cold. Gather your thoughts, your feelings, follow your intuition, and move on. All right, absolutely. Moving on from the past. Leaving that person out in the cold, focusing on healing and healing connections here as well. Absolutely. All right, dedicated to moving forward here, doing the inner work, the healing, moving into positive energy, protecting your peace and also your body from entertaining this situation again. All right, so yeah, making head over heart decisions in order to bring balance into your life and moving into a connection that could follow, fall into marriage, stability, and things like that, equal give and take. So I like this for you, Leo, leaving the nonsense behind and moving towards a loving, stable connection. All right, so is there anything else here? Let's see. You know what? So I'm going to move on from the love situation and see what else we got going on here. Somebody's name could be Joe or Joseph. Let's see what's going on in the financial world. Somebody here may not be happy or satisfied where they are. We have thirst for more. Just don't be like some of these people out here that are willing to do anything to get over or do anything to anyone to get that recognition that they want, okay? So, may take you a little bit longer, but do it with good intentions and integrity. All right, let's see. All right, give me messages for Leo in the career. Can I have 8, please? What's going on with our monies? Oh, opportunities are on the way. Finances are stable now. If they're not, they will be. Give me messages, please. There's some type of transition going on here. The Tower, earning power, building a business, sound decision. Somebody here could be working a corporate job. Doesn't necessarily have to be. All right, let's see. Give me messages. Your job is at risk here for somebody, but it's sending you to do what you love to do. So somebody here, you could be, also it says, unstable position here. So somebody here, you could be working in the stock market or something like that. But also, I kind of feel like wherever you are now, there could be a lot of changes coming about, especially with all this chaos going on in the world right now with this war and stuff like that. It has a lot of things shifting. All right, so with that being said, someone here, you may be going into some type of entrepreneurship or side hustle or something like this. But whatever it is, it looks like your finances are going to stable out. So just be patient. Give me 5 more, please, and thank you for Leo. All right, we got our first shadow card out. Fear of failure, not putting yourself out there. Hard to recoup and recover. Try again, finding new ways. So there's something here. Somebody is afraid to step out on faith, thinking that something is not going to work. Maybe you need to revise, revamp. Look at the things that did not work and don't do that again, or do it in a different way, okay? So with that being said, yeah, there is some type of ending here, but there's new beginnings. All right, so don't focus on what's not working out. Focus on what will work. All right, organize better. All right, especially when it comes to your finances here. All right, so you may already have stable finances, but money may be going out in areas that is not a necessity, it's a want. All right, so with that being said, you may have to revise for a moment. All right, so let's see. Give me 3 more, please, and thank you for my Leos. All right, bad decision, not thinking things through, unable to open new doors, take time out and talk it over. And this is clarifying new opportunities here as well. All right, so you got to think outside of the box as well and be malleable here. Be in a position where you're willing to, you know, compromise and readjust some situations here as well. All right, so with that being said, Leo, I think you have the key to a lot of opportunities here. It's just that the way that you're going about it. So you may have to do it in another way. And then also be mindful of stinking thinking. All right, negativity. That will set up your first block right there. All right, and again, like I always say, don't compare your situation to other people, your progress to other people. This is your lane, and if you're constantly worried about what everybody else is doing, sweetheart, you're going to miss your own green light, okay? So with that being said, focus, focus, focus. Organize better. Know that there's opportunities on the way. All right, think things through before you act. Get help, advice, if you need it, okay? All right, so let's see. We have gears, money flow, hard work, putting plans in motion, building, teamwork, okay, taking time off, and security. So with that being said, like I said, you may need to, you know, incorporate more people, get advice and things like that here. All right, so let's see. Give me messages, please, and thank you. All right, so we have the secret stash, saving pennies, finding money. There's theft here, a possibility for theft, so just be mindful of your ideas and things like that. Whatever it is that you got going, keep it on the hush, baby, because trust me, there's some shady ass people out here that will get close to you or try to get close to you just so they can figure out how you work, what it is that you do, get your ideas, get you to set them up where, you know, they don't have to do the work. You do all the work for them and then they reap the benefits. Be mindful of that because there are leeches out here, okay? So there's that. Save your money here. Like I said, you may actually need to ask for someone to help here, and I think that you have some untapped potential that you have not even considered. And it's kind of funny, especially if you are an entrepreneur. Like I said, there's something that you may love to do. You love your craft, but with that being said, there's other aspects of it too. So you may find that you do have other hidden talents that you can monetize off of as well. Give me 4 more, and then I'm going to close this out. Uninspired. Okay. So you may be feeling bored, not liking how things are flowing right now. Not able to use your creativity. Can't get started. Feeling held back. All right, so, wow. All right, so someone here may feel stifled. You could be feeling overwhelmed here, or maybe you're in a position or a job where, you know, you're kind of like in a box. You're not able to, you know, think freely or use your creativity here as well. Someone here also may be facing burnout here too. All right, so opportunities on the way, bad decisions here, which are causing obstacles, stumbling blocks to hurdle. Test of fate and willpower. Get perspective, but keep going, okay? So there may be some obstacles here, but, you know, don't give up. Like I said, look at what didn't work and revise, revamp your plan, and be patient with yourself here as well, okay? Know that, you know, you're moving forward, you're taking actions, but things may feel like they're blocked, but you have to give things to time to come in alignment with you, okay, with that progress, because all of a sudden you'll feel blocked, and then here comes a breakthrough, and then everything gets overwhelming because you're, you know, everything is coming at you real fast. So give yourself some grace. All right, give me messages, please, and thank you for Leo. Payday is coming, baby. It's coming, but be mindful of spending, all right? You're going to save for the winter time, all right? There's that metaphorically winter. When things kind of slow down, you'll know that you're good, okay? So you got some good news coming here for you. All right, so stepping into your life's purpose. This is about more than money. This is spiritual wealth here as well. Someone you could be a counselor, mentor. You're being divinely guided on this path here as well. So like I said, you may want things to push through, thinking that things aren't moving here. It starts with a thought, and then that thought starts with action. You taking action to do what it is that you want to do. Try not to trip off of the delays here. There may be something, like I said, you got to revamp, revise, do it another way. But look at what you want. The broader picture is where you want to be, and not exactly what's happening now. Like I said, things may not be in alignment for you down the road, a week or two down the road, so it takes time for things to fall into place. So don't give up on your dreams. Make sure that you're saving your money like you should, okay? It's a need, not a want, all right? And stepping into your life's purpose, you are being guided here. And it says, thwarted, can't reach your goals, mental, emotional blocks. Try new angles and get coaching. Like I said, someone here, you might need a mentor, all right? Or somebody here that can help you, you know, put everything in a different perspective or outline, okay? You might be trying to do too many things at one time here as well, and that could be overwhelming you too. And be mindful of who you have in your ear, okay? Because sometimes you get some people that won't give you sound advice. So do your homework here as well. And you got some good news coming to you. So I love this for you. And then on this side, we have growth. I love that. And then on this side, we have assets. So for someone here, you could be getting a new house, new car, or new opportunities here as well. New assets, all right? So I like this for you, Leo. This is... seems like you're clearing out the old and preparing to accept the new. All right, working your way through, working my way down. So let's see. Any other messages for Leo? And I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Thank you guys for being here. I greatly appreciate y'all. All right, let's see what's happening for Leo. So Leo, I see a lot of changes coming through. Someone here may not feel very confident because they don't see something moving immediately, but you have to remember things take time, and it's not only about us. Like I said, again, alignment. Something has to come across your path. All right, let's see. Observe, not getting caught up in the story or the details. Total acceptance of what is. Step back and see the bigger picture. Okay. All right, so let's see. Surprise in a way that you wouldn't expect. A gift from the universe. Intense twist of fate. Eclipse or news. So I like this for you, Leo. Beautiful. All right, high vibes. Surround yourself with positivity. Connect yourself with source. You might want to play some solfeggio frequencies or whatever, and connect with your tribe as well. For some of you, you might want to try some frequency music. You know what I'm saying? It helps you meditate, brings in good vibes and things like that, you know? Especially like when you're feeling kind of stressed or whatever. Give me messages, please, and thank you. All right, paradigm shift. New experiences are integrating now. Materialization, growth, expansion, progression, cycles, change. So like I said, and crisis, reconstructing life, blessings from within, clearing space, bringing solutions. See deepest needs and emotions, like I said. So for someone here, it looks like there was a breakdown in a relationship. Money's kind of looking funny. Looks like you're doing a self-assessment of your life and you're revamping, revising everything. All right. So daily habits, self-care, morning and evening success routines. Make healthy choices, cumulative effects, and subliminals. I cannot say that word for nothing. All right, so we have you're trying too hard. Force creates resistance. Let go and watch it flow. Rest and be lighthearted. You're facing burnout. So I think I said that earlier. All right. So loving all of you. Love and accept your inner darkness for greatest self-love. Deeply healing. The world mirrors us. Absolutely. And on the bottom of the deck, you have happiness. Combine talents with passion. Live your dreams. Helping others. Gratitude journal and self-love. So basically doing what's best for yourself. Like I said, removing any toxic energies or anything that has been weighing you down or hindering progress. Your connections to others, and also your connection with that situation or the emotions that are attached to it. Doing a self-evaluation here. Realizing that this is not where you want to be. I want your final experience in life to be this. So you're making adjustments, okay? But like I said, just be patient with the process, because, you know, we don't have very many patience. And this is going to take some time, all right? You're revising a whole lifestyle here. So love life and also your finances. And in order to do either of those, there has to be some inner work, so that you are wanting and expecting and demanding more in your life, not only of other people, but of yourself as well. All right, so I see somebody is holding themselves to a high standard here. You go, you go, you. All right, so let's see. What does Leo need to know at this time? Unaligned. That's funny. I kept saying alignment, right? Realign. Okay, whatever. All right, aligned. This path will be unfulfilling and starve your soul. You'll encounter unnecessary obstacles and challenges meant to redirect you. So in other words, like I said, this situation that you're in right about now, it's not in alignment with what you want to do. And I didn't say aligned, I said revise or revamp. So yeah, looking at some situations that the current path right now is not where we want to end up. All right, so boundaries. This opportunity will constantly push you to compromise your boundaries. Maintain and respect your limits to protect your well-being, while also being an example of strength. Absolutely. So like I said, you know, you got to set up some healthy boundaries with this person, also with yourself, because sometimes what we want is not what's healthy for us, right? That includes people. All right, so with that being said, adopt a healthier mindset of what it is that you want. Put yourself in alignment with that situation. Try not to push yourself too hard, but, you know, get on your case, but don't overwhelm yourself. Know that change takes time and effort, okay, and a changed mind as well. All right, and sometimes you got to change your circle. So there's that. All right, so get in alignment with people that are in alignment with you, and move forward and be patient with yourself, all right? You're making progress. All right, give me messages, please, and thank you. Honesty, the worst truth is better than the best lie. Give me 3 more, please, and thank you. A necessary transition is happening in your life. Allow it to occur. Give me 2 more, please, and thank you. All right. Let go and allow Spirit to take the lead. This is in the hands of the divine. Give me messages. 1 more, please, and thank you for Leo in this situation. 1 more for Leo. I got 2 more. If you're wondering if this will happen, the answer is no. And also keeping a journal of thoughts, dreams, and epiphanies. Yeah, that'll kind of let you know, especially when you're dealing with people. You know, you write it down and kind of read back over what you've experienced and how you were feeling in this situation. Can kind of let you know that this is some situation that maybe it's not healthy for you, or maybe it is, okay? So do a self-evaluation. Be brave. Know that you can do this, okay? Somebody here might be struggling a bit, you know, not sure if this is going to happen, sweetheart, but move forward and be patient and allow the doors to open up for you, okay? All right, my loves, I'll talk to y'all later. Take care. Bye.